Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule stopping in to see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, January 17th, 2021, and we are starting our 43rd week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu. Stay at home, avoid your friends, stock up on food, go crazy, pandemicness. Yeah. Oh, man. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It feels like it's 60 degrees. Humidity's at 37%. Uh, 15 degrees Celsius. This new app doesn't have the inside temps. Let's see. It should open up. There it is. Roughly 70 degrees in the house. So, coffee with Doc. It's more like tea with Doc. This is a starts out as a Twinings uh, ginger and lemon, or lemon and ginger, something, something like that. I modify it a bit. I use the actual tea bags. I add in some candied ginger and some actual lemon, and then it's got honey in it, and it's nice and warm. I also make a version of this where it's iced, and that's really good as well. Sometimes I add a little bit of cayenne pepper or scorpion powder pepper or jalapeno powder pepper, just to spice it up a bit. But yeah, so let's see, a little bit of housekeeping and updates and yada yada yada. Computer's still down, still haven't figured out what's going on with that. But I had a fairly productive day yesterday, all things considered. I mean, it's still this place is still a wreck, but I got started. I got things uh, not sorted but pre-sorted. Like my desk is almost clear, uh, but things were going like into smaller boxes. So this stuff needs to go. This is kind of like this stuff. This is art supplies. This is this stuff, and so now it's pre-sorted to be resorted. Yeah, but there's a lot of space in front of my desk now where I can actually walk without stumbling over things or trying to shuffle around between. There's still a lot of stuff, like I said, I need to go through. There's still a couple of projects that are scattered around, and um, but I made a big dent. I also made a smaller dent in some of the stuff I wanted to get done outside yesterday. So, all in all, kind of a pat myself on the back type thing. If I could actually reach my back, oh, there we go. Um, Good boy. So, and like today is Sunday, so I've already gotten wash in the dryer. All the the bed linens have been stripped, and uh, the towels from the week and all that stuff are in the wash. Uh, and then I've got a load of shirts and whatever. So yeah, all that's going along. Let's see. I signed up. I went ahead and bit the bullet and signed up for DoorDash, but uh, I was thinking it was going to be kind of like an automatic, like yes, start tonight type thing, but it wasn't. I had to jump through a bunch of hoops, which you can kind of understand. There's a background check. I passed the preliminary, which is no. I had no doubts on that. I have no doubts I'll pass the more in depth one. Um, and then I have to wait for a packet to arrive in the mail. Oh my God. Mm. U.S. Postal Service. I don't know. Sometimes it just seems to take forever for them to get a package delivered, and they tell you it'll be 3 days. It takes 5 to 7, and just it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, so it's that's one of those things. It's like I've been building myself up to do this DoorDash thing. Like, do I want to? Do I not? Do I want to? And then when I decide to do it, and it's like, dead stop. Now we gotta wait. Uh, so, uh, but I've got it. I've got it started this far. Once the paperwork is finalized or whatever, and I get the whatever it is that they're going to send me. I don't know why they have to send me stuff in the mail. They can't just like send it email or whatever. But um, so yeah, maybe it's a I don't know. Maybe it's a shirt or a sticker or who knows. I haven't talked to my grandson about it, but um, yeah. So anyway, that is in the workings, and yeah, just like I said, kind of puttering around here, doing this, that, and the other yesterday, and I'm kind of scatterbrain, left brain, right brain type thing. Um, Far from OCD. I don't tend to focus on one thing in general. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I get started on a project and it's nothing else can intrude and just until I'm done with it. And I'm kind of like that. I have to. I like instant gratification with some of my artwork. Uh, Instant meaning like you know maybe it'll take me 3 days, but I don't stop doing it until it's done. There's times I've painted um, for like 12 and 13 hours and realize I haven't had anything to eat or drink or a cigarette. Well, I've quit smoking now, but back when that was still a thing, and then stop and because you got the shakes. I've got shakes as it is, but then you don't eat and you don't drink and you really get shaky, 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 and it's like, all right, I gotta stop. I gotta go get something to eat, get something to drink, suck down a couple of cigarettes, and then it's still like back there in your head, and it's got to get out. It's got to get out, and yeah, so it's right back into the studio, picking up that brush and slapping more pigment around, and at times I kind of miss the euphoricness of that, the getting lost, the literally you're getting lost in your work, and I haven't had that. I haven't had that with anything I've really been creating. I mean, I've had it to some degree, like the when I was working on the spaceship models. Some of those will like will really hold my interest, and I get into them. This helmet, I got it to a point where it's almost done. I really like this. I'm not sure where I'm going with it at this point, though. So it's kind of like sitting, but it's still in the back of my head. Like I want to get it finished. What do I do with it? So, but yeah, it's coming along. I look around and I'm like, you didn't do anything, but I know that I did, and it's just like getting in and re going through boxes and yeah, craziness. Maybe just moving stuff out of here that doesn't need to be in here. Like I've got two trolling motors sitting over there leaning against the air conditioner. They could be out in the shed. They don't need to be in my living room. uh, but I brought them in to clean them up, and the one is one I found on the trash, so I wanted to try it out, and yeah, it's still it makes noise. It kind of worked, but I still need to take it off. It's got this big wooden mount and everything on it, and it's just like, all right, I don't feel like messing with this right now. Put it off to the side, and there it sits. And like I said, I've got 2 trolling motors in my living room now, and maybe that's something I can do this afternoon. Now that I've got it in my head, and I thought about it yesterday, but I was intense with something else, and so maybe I'll just go ahead and say, all right, go find the key for the shed, get the shed unlocked, to get these trolling motors out of the living room. Or not, because they're not hurting anything. I mean, they're sitting there, they're taking up a little bit of space, but it's not space that I walk in, so they're not hurting anything. It's not something that you normally find in a living room or rec room or whatever this would turn out to be. I guess it's meant to be a living room, and it more or less is. But it's my everything room. It's where I do almost everything, except sleep for the most part. And even right now, I'm not doing that because the back room, where the back bedroom, is easier to keep warm, and I can watch YouTube back there instead of in here on the TV or on the computer. So I'm back there. But like I said, I'm kind of a little happy with a little bit happy with myself. But like one of the projects I did, I was working on my bags. I changed my bag around, and I'll do an update on this. This is actually one of the bags I've carried in the past. I had to redo. There's a Kevlar plate behind this because it sags, and it what's in there shows, and you don't want what's in there to show. It's supposed to be hidden, or concealed. But so I ended up the rivets had come loose, so I ended up putting in new rivets and driving them down deep and whatever, and a few other little projects go along with that. And then along those lines, let's see where I'll put it. There it is. The other night I had made up, just quickly, because I was going out to do my live feed, my live thing, and I knew I was going to need some tape when I was out there to fix one of my lights. So I went ahead and I wrapped some duct tape around this one little battery pack and a little bit of electrical tape. And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, all right, that's a good idea, but it needs to go one step further. So I took it one step further. And there's about, I don't know, 10 wraps of this yellow duct tape, and it's actually duck, D-U-C-K tape. I think, right? Yeah. Duck tape. So, the Gorilla tape is out in the van. But anyway, I thought, okay, so there's a lighter, there's a chapstick, petroleum-based chapstick with a cotton ball in the top, and then just a small penknife. I think I believe this is a buck mini type thing. The electrical tape, and then up here there's about 6 yards, I think is what it says, of natural twine, hemp cordage. Let's see what it actually says. Yeah, maybe I can read it. Roughly 41 feet, 41 feet, 12 meters. So, yeah. because that's what I had available. So that's what went on there. It'll, may come in handy. If it doesn't, oh well, it doesn't hurt anything, And just so I don't have to take this lighter off every time I want to use it, I put a piece of aluminum right there. So if I wanted to light this, let's say, so I'm going to do this without looking at it. No. Maybe that hemp cord isn't going to work right there. I hadn't really tried it until just now. But anyway, it's just a backup lighter. So, and then again, it's one of those things like I was busy doing this, that, and then this kind of like popped up in my head when I was like, what am I going to do with this battery? Oh yeah, I want to put some tape on that one. Oh yeah, well let's go a little bit further with that. Like let's go a little further with that. So I stopped doing what I was doing for a half hour or whatever and put this together, and yeah, from there it went to wait a minute, that pack needs needs the rivets changed in it. So that was a mini project. And I started out, I made little plastic washers out of bottle caps, and it was like, no, that didn't work. And so I ended up having to enlarge the holes in the Kevlar. Is it Kevlar? I don't think it's Kevlar. It's a plastic thing anyway. And so yeah, I had to enlarge the holes and use a larger rivet, and it's just that's the way things go. And it ends up I make more, kind of looks like I make more of a mess as I'm going too. Like my little art station over there, I kept finding little bits and pieces and just tossing them over there into that space instead of into a box, because the box was getting full. And like now that's like piled high, and it's going to take me probably an hour and a half to go through all that over there. But hey, it's not like I've got anything else to really do. I'm basically kind of sort of stuck here, and that's just the way it is. So, um, yeah, it started to go out and mess around with the van a little bit, uh, along with everything else that I was doing. I went ahead, I got it turned around, but didn't really do anything in it. It was a little brisk out there yesterday. It was only in the 50s outside, and it was kind of windy, and it probably would have been nice inside the van, but I couldn't get in the van until I organized it somewhat, so I didn't do it. Like I had to take everything that came out of the dresser was like taking up all the space that I needed to get into. So I would have had to take everything out and then slowly get everything back in. And like I said, it was chilly outside. I wasn't dressed for it, and yeah, excuses, excuses, excuses. But it wasn't something that needed to be done right then and there. If it needed to be done, I could have gotten it done, but it didn't need to, so I didn't. And I had, like I said, 4 other projects going. So, anyway, I got some of this behind me cleaned up, rearranged. I don't know if y'all can tell. See, I'm probably in the way, aren't I? Yeah, I'm in the way. So, I got one of the shelves that I found, those little shelving things, and put it back here. Cleaned this little table off behind me. Cleaned off, put everything into another box. um, and then put some stuff up on there that I want actual um, I want to be able to grab fairly easy. I think I got my markers up there. And yeah, there's my markers up there. There's my X-Acto knives. A few other little things. So, just, yeah, slowly but surely, it will happen, I'm sure. Just, you know, you don't know, or I know, or I don't know, or yeah, it will happen slowly but sure. I just need to keep tackling it one little bit at a time, and that's what they say. You know, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? Well, this room is my elephant right now, and yesterday I took about 6 bites out of it. So I've probably gotten the ankle taken care of, but yeah. I look around. There's stuff that's like, oh man, what do I do with that? Do I want to keep that? Do I want to sell it? Do I want to? Should I just trash it? It's too nice to trash. Some of the stuff that came off the trash, but it's still too nice to put back on the trash. So try to sell it, take it up to the Salvation Army or Goodwill and donate it so somebody else can buy it and do something with it. There? Because I don't know. Oh, excuse me. That's always an option. If right now, I don't understand why people are, they're going to the thrift stores, they're going shopping, they're doing this, that, and the other thing, but they're not really buying stuff off of Marketplace and Craigslist. At least not the stuff that I've been putting up. So, and granted, it's been a while since I put anything up. Maybe things have changed. I just need to buckle down, take some decent pictures, put them on there, and then pay attention to my notifications, which is something I'm terrible at. It is what it is. I am who I am. Oh, what have I got going here? 22 minutes. All right, that's kind of pushing it, I guess. I'll probably be back. I'll be doing my car vlogs during the week. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is a holiday, apparently. I didn't know that until I talked to my daughter earlier. The kids are off school tomorrow for Martin Luther King Day, I guess it is. So it'll be a 4-day week. We'll see what happens then. But trolling motors. I need to get those trolling motors out of here. Let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your, there you are, internet access device of choice. If you'd like to check me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll have links in the description box wherever that is on your device of choice. I'll also put links to similar videos. You'll find my email, my PayPal, in case you want to buy me a Coke or a slice of pizza. You'll also find my regular snail mail, in case you want to send me, a postcard, a box of rocks, a bag of rocks. Something unique from your state to share with others or whatever. And I don't know. You also find my Amazon wish list link, and yeah. So if your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see you all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all. I know, this has still got the label on it. This is probably 6 months old. And I do wash it. don't know what they make that label out of. Bye bye.